Scientific prayer, the 4-step method that reprograms your subconscious mind, while your prayers and manifesting don't seem to work. Have you ever done everything right spiritually and still felt completely ignored by life? You prayed, you begged, you visualized, you tried affirmations, scripting, manifesting, law of attraction videos, and yet your situation didn't dramatically change. You start asking yourself, is something wrong with me? Am I blocked? Does God or the universe, or whatever you call it, just not care? If you've ever had that quiet pain, praying with all your heart and hearing only silence, you're not alone. But here's the uncomfortable truth almost nobody explains. It's not that your prayers don't work. It's that most of us have been taught to pray in a way that our subconscious mind simply cannot accept. We've been doing the right thing, in the wrong direction. Tonight, I want to show you a different way. Not religious, not dogmatic, not repeat this magic phrase and you'll be rich tomorrow. I'm going to give you a scientific prayer method, a way of speaking to your own deeper mind that anyone can use. Whether you say God, universe, life, higher self, or just my subconscious. Whether you're spiritual, religious, or simply curious. In this video, we'll break down why 99% of prayers and manifesting attempts feel like they go nowhere, how your subconscious really hears what you say and feel. A simple 4-step method you can use in about 60 seconds. How to apply it to health, money, love, and purpose. How to use it for others without manipulating or forcing anyone. And how to deal with delay, doubt, and the feeling that nothing is happening. If you stay until the end, you'll get one short, ready-to-use scientific prayer you can repeat every morning and every night without having to become super religious or fake positive. Let's start by clearing the biggest misunderstanding. Chapter 1. Why most prayers and manifesting attempts fail. Let's be brutally honest. A lot of prayer looks like this. I'm desperate. Please fix this. Please don't let me lose my job. Please don't let this person leave me. Please don't let this illness get worse. Please, I can't take any more. On the surface, it sounds sincere. It is sincere. It's human. But emotionally, what's really being broadcast is, I'm in danger. I'm losing. I'm powerless. This disaster is very real, and I'm living inside it. And that's what your subconscious mind locks onto. Your conscious mind is the one saying the words. Your subconscious mind is the one listening to the feeling behind those words. So when you pray and feel terrified, abandoned, cursed, sure that nothing ever works out for you, your subconscious receives that as a kind of command. Okay, this is our identity. This is our reality. Let's keep acting, reacting, choosing, and filtering life from this place. That's not punishment. It's just how the inner mechanism works. So, it's not that prayer fails. It's that it often reinforces the very state we're trying to escape. The goal of a scientific prayer method is to flip that. Same sincerity, same depth. But instead of feeding fear, we feed a new pattern. To do that, we have to understand how the subconscious actually operates. Chapter 2. How your subconscious really hears you. No theology here. Just a few simple psychological facts you can observe in your own life. First, the subconscious responds to emotion, not polished language. You can say the right words, but if the emotion behind them is pure panic, the panic is what gets recorded. Everything is working out, spoken with genuine peace, is not the same as everything is working out, spoken through clenched teeth and dread. Second, the subconscious learns through repetition plus feeling. Whatever you repeat often with emotion becomes your automatic reaction, your default expectation, your "this is just how life is" story. If you repeatedly think and feel, I'm always broke, I'm unlucky, people leave, my health is fragile, those messages become the background program running your life. Third, the subconscious lives in the eternal now. It doesn't really get later, someday, next year. So when you say, one day I will be healthy, soon I'll have money, eventually I'll find love, what it hears is, right now I'm sick, right now I'm broke, right now I'm alone. And that right now feeling is what it continues to reproduce. So, if we want a prayer or intention or mental script that the subconscious can work with, it must be emotionally believable, not absurd, not fake, repeated, present tense, and focused on the state we want, not the state we fear. That's what the scientific prayer method does. Chapter 3, the 4-step scientific prayer method. You can aim this prayer towards whatever you believe in. God, the universe, your higher self, life, or simply, my deeper mind. The method is the same. Step 1, get out of emergency mode. First, you give your nervous system a tiny break. You don't have to be totally calm, just a bit less panicked. Sit or lie down somewhere. You won't be interrupted for 1 minute. Take a slow breath in and exhale slowly. Do that 2 or 3 times. Tell yourself, for the next minute, I don't have to solve everything. I just have to send a clearer signal. That's all. Step 2, feel the direction of the state you want. You're not forcing yourself to feel perfect. You're just turning the dial. Ask yourself, if this were already getting better, what would I feel? Not, what would I have? First, what would I feel? If your health were improving, a bit more safe, hopeful, lighter. If your money situation was stabilizing, a little less tight, a bit more relaxed inside. If your relationships were healthier, more seen, more accepted, more peaceful, let even 10% of that feeling through. You don't need fireworks. You just need to stop feeding the worst-case scenario for a moment. Step 3, speak the new pattern in present tense. Now, while holding that small shift, you speak to life, God, or your subconscious. Pick phrases that feel true enough that your body doesn't reject them. For health, you might say, I now accept that my body can learn to heal and adapt. Thank you that some level of healing is already in motion. For money, you might say, I now accept that I can learn better ways to handle money and receive support. Thank you that new ideas, opportunities, and help are starting to show up. For relationships, you might say, I now accept that I can learn to build healthier, safer connections. Thank you that step by step, the right people and experiences are coming into my life. Notice a few things. You're using present tense. I now accept is already in motion. You're not begging. You're not commanding the universe to obey. It's a permission. I allow this possibility. That kind of language is much easier for your subconscious to consent to. Step 4, let your body sign the contract. For 15 to 20 seconds, let your body act as if this new pattern is at least possible. Relax your jaw and shoulders slightly. Breathe like someone who believes relief exists. Let a tiny hint of relief, gratitude, or curiosity appear on your face. You're not faking a whole new life. You're embodying a new direction. Then you finish with something like, I let this process continue in the best way for me. I don't know exactly how or when, but I'm open to helpful ideas, people, and next steps. I hand over the how. I choose the direction. That's it. That's one round of scientific prayer. Short, respectful, and clear. Chapter 4, how this looks in real life. Let's see how this method looks in real situations. Health. Imagine someone who wakes up every morning and the first thought is, I'm broken. This pain will never end. My life is over. Every day, without knowing it, they are sending that script deeper into their subconscious. Now imagine they start doing this 1-minute practice twice a day. They still have pain. They still take medicine, see doctors, and do whatever is needed. But inwardly, every morning and evening, they say, right now, my body knows how to heal cuts, fight infections, and recover from things I don't even notice. I now accept that some part of me knows how to move toward more balance. Thank you that my body is already making tiny adjustments, even if I can't feel them yet. Will this instantly cure all illnesses? Of course not. But what usually happens is less inattention, less panic, better sleep, more openness to helpful treatments and habits, and sometimes surprising improvements. Why? Because the subconscious is no longer being told this is hopeless 24 hours a day. Money. Take somebody who constantly says, "I'm terrible with money. I always mess it up. There are no opportunities for me." That belief kills ideas before they even appear. Now imagine they shift to, "Up to now, I struggled with money, but I'm allowed to learn. I now accept that I can become more skilled and more resourceful. Thank you that new information, people, and chances are showing up for me." Same reality today. Different inner script. That new script makes them notice chances they used to ignore. It makes them more confident in interviews. It makes them more willing to ask for help or learn a skill. And slowly, their outer situation starts to mirror their inner change. Relationships. Someone who keeps saying, "No one ever stays. I'm not lovable," will act from that belief. They will overattach, push people away, or ignore good partners because they don't feel like drama. Switch the inner script to, "So far, I've been hurt and I learned some painful patterns, but I'm allowed to learn something new. I now accept that I can become someone who can give and receive healthy love. Thank you that I'm learning, and that over time, people who match this version of me appear." This doesn't magically force one specific person to love them, but it gradually changes who they're attracted to, how they behave, and what they tolerate. That's the true power of this kind of prayer. It changes you first and your world second. Chapter 5, turning it into a daily ritual. To make this method powerful, consistency is more important than intensity. Morning, set the tone. Right after you wake up, before touching your phone, close your eyes for 30 to 60 seconds. Choose one area you want to focus on today: health, money, relationship, or purpose. Ask, if this were moving in a better direction, how would I feel this morning? Let a little of that feeling in. Say your present tense scientific prayer. For example, today I accept that solutions can show up. I don't have to know how. Thank you that this area of my life is learning to improve. Breathe that in. End with, I'm open to ideas and chances today. I'll do my part. Then get up and live your day. Night. Send the final signal. Right before sleep, you do a shorter version. I know today wasn't perfect, but I'm still moving in this new direction. Thank you that my deeper mind is working on this while I sleep. You fall asleep in that state instead of in a state of panic and doom scrolling. Over days and weeks, this repetition changes your default settings. Chapter 6, using scientific prayer for others. Can you use this method on behalf of others? Yes, but with respect and without trying to control them. You're not pushing their mind. You're choosing how you hold them in your heart and imagination. Instead of, "Make my child do exactly what I want," you might say, "I now see my child as capable of making better decisions over time. I don't control their path, but I support their potential. Thank you that they have inner resources and that life can bring them the right help." Instead of, "Make this person love me," you might say, "I now accept that I deserve mutual, genuine love. If it's this person, let it be healthy and mutual. If not, I'm open to someone who is truly aligned with me." You respect free will. You don't force. You simply send a clean, loving, hopeful signal into your own subconscious and into the field around that person. Chapter 7. What about doubt, delays, and nothing is happening? You will pray like this, and then sometimes feel absolutely nothing. There will be days when you think, "This is pointless. I'm just talking to myself. Nothing's changing." That's normal. Scientific prayer is not about never doubting, never feeling sad, or forcing yourself to be positive 24 hours a day. It's about what you do next. When doubt comes, try this. Acknowledge it. Okay, this is doubt. That's allowed. Then gently bring yourself back. Even if I doubt, I'm willing to give my deeper mind a new script anyway. Repeat a softer version of your prayer. I don't know how this will work out, but I'm open to the possibility that it can. I'm choosing to lean slightly toward that. As for delays, change in the outer world often lags behind change in the inner world. Old habits need time to weaken. New habits need time to build. People, circumstances, and opportunities need time to line up. During this phase, watch for small signs. Slight improvements in mood, new ideas popping into your mind, meetings with people who might be helpful, small bits of money, support or progress. Most people ignore these because they only look for the big, dramatic miracle. Don't fall into that trap. Every small sign is your subconscious saying, I heard you. I'm working on it. Keep going. Chapter 8, Final Scientific Prayer. For the next minute, you don't have to fix your whole life. You don't have to be super spiritual. Just give your deeper mind a clearer message. Take a slow breath in and slowly out. Now, think of one area of your life that hurts the most right now. Health, money, relationships, purpose. Anything. You don't need to relive the whole story. Just notice how it feels in your body. Now ask yourself quietly, if this was already starting to get better, how would I feel? Maybe just 5% more hopeful, 5% more safe, 5% more open. Let that tiny shift appear, even if it's small. And now, repeat after me in your mind or out loud if you can. I now accept that change is possible for me. I don't have to know exactly how. I don't have to know when. But I allow my life to move in a better direction. In the area of my health, I now accept that my body can learn, adapt and improve. Thank you that some level of healing or adjustment is already in motion. In the area of my money and work, I now accept that I can learn new skills, see new options and receive support. Thank you that ideas, opportunities and helpful people can start to appear. In the area of my relationships, I now accept that I am capable of giving and receiving healthier love and respect. Thank you that, step by step, I am becoming someone who can build real connection. I don't claim that everything will magically change overnight, but I refuse to keep telling my deeper mind that I'm doomed, cursed, or stuck forever. From today, this is my new script. I am capable of learning. I am allowed to heal. I am allowed to grow. I am allowed to experience better things than what I've known so far. I give this new message to my subconscious mind. I let it work while I sleep, while I move, while I live my days. I am open to guidance, signs, ideas, and next steps. And when they show up, I will do my part. For now, I let go of the constant fight. I choose a new direction. And that choice begins inside me right now. When you're ready, take one more slow breath and gently bring your attention back.